The plug on one of the largest illegal alien detention programs in the country. The sheriff there says the illegal alien inmates and the millions of federal dollars that come along with them simply aren't worth it. Bill Tucker reports from Passaic County.
The Passaic County Jail has seen enough of illegal aliens.
What happens is the INS detainees are just causing disruption to the facility. They bring demonstrations. The perception of the public is that these are illegal aliens that came across the border or overstayed on a visa and were here like for the American dream.
The demonstrators agitate for the release of the illegals as heroes. They cost the sheriff's department overtime to police the crowds, and the sheriff notes that many of the illegals currently in his jail have committed violent crimes that he's prohibited from discussing by nature of his contract with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Officials at ICE say they respect the decision by the sheriff to stop taking prisoners, and in a statement say, quote, "The New York field office has already identified other available facilities in the New York, New Jersey area to accomplish our mission."
You have plenty of people out there, plenty of municipalities willing to pick up whatever slack exists, willing to support in its detention needs, whatever they need to do. And Passaic, I believe, falls into the area of the exceptions.
The Passaic County Jail once housed an average of 200 detainees a day. That number is now closer to 100 as the jail transfers out prisoners at a rate of 10 per week. Now, the jail is not the only organization, Lou, that's going to be happy to see this relationship end. Back in mid-December, an advocacy group for illegal aliens petitioned the Department of Homeland Security to end its contract with the jail, citing alleged poor conditions and health risk. Lou?
Bill Tucker, thank you very much. Passaic County Sheriff Jerry Speziale, the man who decided to end this program, is here with me tonight. Sheriff, good to have you here.
Great to be here, Lou.
Let's first start with the treatment of those illegal alien detainees. How do you respond to that?
Well, you have to realize something, that there are times that we have to go into these dormitories and we have to use force when force is used against officers. But there are very, very limited times that it's ever been proven that officers have abused any detainees. If, in fact, there was any abuse, they've been prosecuted, they've been terminated, and they've been suspended. So we've dealt with it decisively. And
your reason for terminating the program, straightforwardly, it's just more trouble than you think it's worth?
It's definitely more trouble than it's worth. You know, there's just so many advocacy groups out there. There's demonstrations. It costs overtime to the taxpayers of Passaic County. So it's really not worth it.
Who are the demonstrators?
You have different groups that come from time to time that create us to have to put overtime officers out there to make sure that we allow people to demonstrate. So it costs a lot of money. I mean,
Bill Tucker just reported that you can't even discuss these incidents where your officers are abused or attacked violently.
Correct.
Because of the conditions under the federal contract?
See, what happens here is the INS detainees, the perception is that most of these people are someone that crossed over a border or overstayed on a visa to be here for the American dream. But in reality, these are people that crossed over that border and then stole the American dream by committing a felony, by committing a murder, by committing a rape, by committing a sodomy. And we can't even discuss that.
Sheriff, you're committing truth here. The fact is, everybody wants to believe that illegal aliens in this country are simply coming here to do America a favor. Yet the figures show that at 400,000 criminal illegal aliens, that is, besides the crime of crossing our border illegally, are at large in this country.
And that is just the problem, Lou. The perception is that these people in my jail are people that just came over here for the American dream, and that is not the reality. The reality is the fact that these people are criminal aliens.
ICE is suggesting that it has plenty of alternatives to your jail, your detention center. What is the solution here, Sheriff?
You know, I think that the United States government is going to have to come up with their own detention facilities, because regardless of where you put these detainees, the advocacy groups and the demonstrations will continue, and you're just going to have problems for other facilities.
Sheriff Speziale, thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Tonight, rising outrage over the tens of millions of dollars that the federal